What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So it has been a minute. The last video I uploaded was 2 months ago. It feels like it's been way more than that. A lot has happened since then, and I want to get into all of that. I have some explaining to do, definitely. I'm back. I'm here. I'm ready to give you guys some value. It's a crazy time in the world right now. I live in the United States. Most of the United States is on this lockdown, on this quarantine, dealing with the coronavirus. So I just wanted to give you guys a video today speaking about the updates in my life, the updates around the world, what you can do right now. So this video is going to be all about change, finding balance, finding your control, gaining control back in your life. There's a lot of question marks right now and uncertainty for a lot of people, and I think there's a right way to approach things like this and a way that might not be so helpful. And I'm going to get into that today, but I just wanted to say I'm sorry for the infrequent posting. I got a new apartment. This is my new apartment. I'm here now. So I moved. I started a new job this all happened within the last 2 months. So I've really been putting some pieces together in my life and just kind of setting myself up for future success, which is something that I talk about on this channel a lot. And yeah, so I just wanted to explain some big changes happened in my life, and I wanted to make sure I was in a good place before I came back to YouTube, before I came back to an audience of people who deserve quality content and deserve things that are going to help them out. So that is the reason for my absence, but I am back and I'm ready. I'm taking a look at the channel right now. My last upload was over 2 months ago, and that was why your 2020 New Year's resolutions will fail and how to fix it. That's still a really important video, and I urge you to go back and watch that one if you haven't. Also, notice we have now 250 subscribers, which is really crazy if you think about it, guys. I started just as an outlet to share my insights, my experiences, my perspectives with you guys, and I'm going to continue to do so. That's always something I've stressed with you guys. I've stressed being honest, being truthful, giving you guys the real, and I'm going to continue to do that, as I said. But I just wanted to say thank you for the support, the continued support, and I will give you what you deserve now with that content, with that fresh stuff coming at your head. So as I mentioned, I had some pretty big changes in my life with starting a new job and moving. So obviously those are two big changes, and so I wanted to talk about change today. What we can do to effectively navigate through change, create change ourselves, and how to react and deal with change when it's something that you can't control. Because obviously we can't control everything that happens in life. I feel like right now is a really good example of that, with people being out of work, people being out of school. Change is uncomfortable. We as humans, I feel like, are structured and wired to create routines, create rituals, create habits, things that help us throughout our day-to-day lives. I feel like most of us like being in a set schedule, a set routine. We know what's going to happen. We know what to expect. There aren't too many things that are uncertain to us, and that gives us a sense of comfortableness. Like we know what's going to happen. There's no fear of the unknown, or there's very little fear in our day-to-day lives when we have it all planned out. An event like this with the COVID-19 virus, a lot of things are up in the air. No one really knows what's going to happen. I mean, there's news stories every single hour, every single minute. There's a new story about who and where and how many numbers and what it means and what's going to happen next, and trying to predict the future. And just there's a lot of noise, opportunity for people to kind of take a step back from their normal, quote-unquote, normal lives, and really take a look at what they're doing, what they could be doing better, how they can positively affect their lives and become the best version of themselves, which is, I mean, that's all I talk about here. So obviously I'm going to speak up on this one, which I feel is really... So with these habits, with these rituals, we like control. We like to be in control. We like to call the shots. I mean, who doesn't like that? When you call the shots, there's a sense of familiarity. There's a sense of control, right? You know what's going to happen because you make it happen. And I mean, I like that feeling, and I think a lot of other people like that feeling. So when you lose control, not something necessarily that you want to have happen for a long time, not something that you want to have prolonged or anything like that. So I think when you lose control, it's unfamiliar and it can be scary. Something to think about is when you have little or no control over the outcome, it makes it hard to prepare and predict the future, which is something that we also like to do. We like to know what's going to happen so we can prepare for it. We like to know what's going to happen so we can tell everyone else what's going to happen, and they think we know what we're talking about when we really probably don't. Control gives us purpose and it gives us confidence in life. It makes us feel important and it makes us feel like we're capable of doing things when we have control. So I control my life, right? I just made 2 really big changes. I got a new job and I got a new place, right? I moved out of my old surrounding, my old environment. I'm in a new environment now. I'm doing new things with new people. It's all new and it's all change, but that's change that I enact. I came at it with a sense of confidence and a sense of control, which is different from circumstances right now for a lot of people. If you just got told, hey, you can't work for the next month or the next 3 weeks, or hey, you're a student in college, but now your college is, the semester's just done, you're going to be taking online classes. Or even if you're 60 right now and you had, let's say, $1 million in retirement, say index mutual funds and stuff like that, your $1 million is probably now looking more like $500,000 or $600,000, which is a big difference. So you might be saying, Remy, that's great that you have these changes in your life that turn out to be awesome for you, but right now I don't have a job. I just lost my job, looking like I won't be able to pay rent right now. These changes are pretty bad as far as I'm concerned right now. So what can I do while I'm in quarantine right now, while I'm kind of shut down for these next few weeks, maybe for the foreseeable future, the next few months? A big question mark for a lot of people. So I think the worst thing you could do right now is to just shut down, right? They may have shut you down on the outside, but definitely don't shut down on the inside. Keep your mind activated and engaged. I would definitely use this opportunity, this free time, to connect with people that you may have fallen out of touch with, connect with new people. That's the great thing about today. When no one is entirely unreachable in this age, and I feel like that's a really good thing. So number one would be to connect with people that you may have fallen out of touch with. That could be family, that could be friends, that could be old colleagues, that could be new colleagues, that could be a mastermind group. Getting yourself around people right now, electronic or not, is really important, because you're gonna go crazy if you're just sitting in your house alone, not talking to anyone. The second thing I would do right now while you're locked down is to take action. The worst thing you can do right now is wake up, sit on the couch for 5 hours, watch TV. I know it is tempting right now to do that, but I would really urge you to take action, whether going outside, going for a run, taking a walk, things like that. If your body is inactive for too long, it seeps into your mind and makes your mind inactive, and that's the last thing you want, is an inactive mind, or a mind that's not pursuing opportunities and pursuing chances to get you to where you want to be. Number 3, I would cease and desist feeling uncomfortable, throwing a pity party for yourself, or just kind of dumping your emotional baggage on other people right now. I know it's easy to do when everyone's kind of in a state of shock, in a state of, I don't know, anxiety or nervousness. So the more energy, time, and attention you give to these things, like reading all these new articles that come out every hour about the virus, or watching Fox News, or watching CNN, watching NBC, just not a whole lot of good can come out of that when you're spending all this time, attention, and focus on other things. All that time, energy, and focus spent on other things is taken away from that. You're doing that for yourself, whether giving your resources to something that's not really paying you back, when right now you really need those resources for yourself. It's a crucial time to be spending time on yourself and focusing on things that you need to do. I think the 4th thing you should do is be proactive with this time right now. It might not seem like it right now, but I think this time is a huge opportunity for you to take advantage of. I know a lot of people right now, they're either filing for unemployment, they're looking for new work, they have more time now to spend on their side businesses or their business that they want to create. They have time to do these things now that they might not necessarily have. So although it may seem like a bad thing being out of work and not being paid, not making any income right now, you got to do something. You can't just sit around and wait and grovel and feel bad for yourself. So I think right now is a really good time to take advantage of things. I mean, anyone can make money online. While all these changes are going on in the world, guys, I want to just point something out that I realized I was doing in my life, and that was I was spending a lot of time explaining myself to other people. Not necessarily people that asked me or like were trying to force answers out of me, but I realized it was something I was getting caught up in doing over just out of habit, feeling like I had to prove something. You really don't have to prove yourself to anyone but yourself. You guys know I preach that. I preach that confidence. This quarantine, this shutdown of everything, it seems like could really be an opportunity for you to take advantage of. And even 6 months in the future, I think you might look back and look at your time now and think, maybe if I had been doing something different then, my life would be different now. Now, this is what's happening right now, and I think we just need to take advantage of it. So I know this video was a little bit different structured than my other ones. I was kind of going off the top right now, just kind of riffing. But I think it's important to be real with you guys if I'm going to be sharing my thoughts, my experiences. I think it's important to be genuine and come from a place that I feel is organic, and that's what I'm doing with this video. If you haven't already, guys, please subscribe to the channel. You do not want to miss what we got coming out next. We'll be seeing a lot more of this face in the coming days, weeks, months, and years. So thank you, guys. Stay safe, everybody. Stay healthy. Stay activated, and I'll see you next time.